Well, I just thought it was exciting, and the idea of boiling my research down into 3 minutes didn't seem as hard as it is at first. So I figured, it'll be a fun experience. I can hear from other students outside of the discipline, and just engage with other students, collaborate. It's challenging. It takes a lot of preparation, and there's nerves involved for sure.
When you present in front of friends, it's definitely different than presenting in front of a room of a panel of judges who have various facial expressions and maybe your friends are there, maybe your academic peers, as well as people who you don't know.
I would absolutely encourage this. It is probably the most terrifying thing I've done in grad school, but not in a negative way. It forces you outside of your own box. You're so used to speaking with your advisors or your colleagues who are really, really understanding of what you're doing. But whenever you step outside of that box and you have to speak to somebody else and you're on that time constraint, it really forces you to start asking questions in a different way because you start to get outside of your own head a little bit. And that's probably one of the greatest things you can do for your research.
I always have a fear of public speaking. When I'm just informally talking to people, I can talk about my research on and on, but whenever it's a formal setting, I get really tensed. So I think it helped me kind of overcome that fear a little bit more, made me a little more confident, I think.
I kind of felt something, was pulling inside me and telling me, you gotta try this. So I wrote my speech and I shared it with a few professors. They helped me a lot throughout the way of me going, rehearsing. Of course I want to win. I mean, everyone comes here for the desire of getting the high prize. But the prize that I wanted to get was for me to do my best and be proud of my presentation. To know that when I walk out of this room, even though I might not be the finalist or might not be the winner, but I know I did my best.
You hear all the finalists and all the interesting research they're doing and how it's so different than what I'm doing, and everyone's is so different, and it's nice to be exposed to that. It's nice to break out of that bubble and interact with people who are doing such interesting work but not in your field.
When I came on the interview here, I felt very appreciated, and I felt that every single second of my time was being used to the best of its ability, and that's something that you may not feel at other places. I feel very comfortable here, even when I was first visiting the school, even when I first started. And I've been lucky enough to join Dr. Karen Coates' organization of professionals in preparation this year. And that's been another organization where I feel like my time is being used and I'm being appreciated.
It's skills that you need to have. I mean, public speaking's #1 fear, they say, for most people, and I think you have to put yourself out there and develop these skills. You teach it in the classroom, but you gain it by experience, and every extracurricular activity to enhance your professional and academic skills should be utilized, and I was thankful for the opportunity Southern Miss put on for this. Everybody wants to keep on learning and learn different things. Just because you can't major in it or research it doesn't mean it's not interesting and useful for you to know, so just always keep on learning new stuff, and it was fascinating.